Everyone. So today I am here. My name is Divyansh and I study in Bharatiya Vidyapeeth University College of Architecture, Pune. And today I'm here to just a kind of to share about the documentary, small documentary video of Bhagalpur district, which is located in Bihar. So we'll just discuss a few things related to this district of Bihar, that is Bhagalpur. What kind of people live here, what is the culture here, what is the occupation, what is the education, and what and all things are just related to Bhagalpur. So these things we are going to see today in this small documentary video. So coming to the introduction, so when we come to the introduction, then Bhagalpur is a very big city. You can see it is the third largest city in Bihar, and it holds a very very you can say a significant historical importance in the southern banks of the river Ganges, and also because this city is located just near the Ganges, just on the bank of river Ganges. So it becomes a holy place too, because people go to river Ganges to perform different kind of sacrifices, different kind of rituals, which is mentioned in our Hindu scriptures. So Bhagalpur becomes a kind of spiritual importance, also we can say, and also in the present days, Bhagalpur is also famous for a kind of study hub, you can say educational hub, and you can say a political center, because a lot of politicians and a lot of political activities are going on in this city. So it's a kind of like a educational hub, a kind of a uh, political center, and these kind of things together comprises of this city actually. And now also because of these all features that this city holds, it has been also like promoted for the smart city program by the government of India. So a joint venture between the government and the industry. Due to these things, they have just collaborated and made it the smart city. So now these gigantic plains surrounding the city are very fertile actually. Whatever soils are there, whatever geography is there, we'll talk about those all things. How actually these things hold value for this place in Bihar. So coming to the location map, so Bhagalpur district is located in the core, you can say, as a heart of the Bihar. You can say it is just located in the center of Bihar. So like it becomes a hub, you can say. It is a kind of junction, and also Bhagalpur holds the importance because near the area of Bhagalpur and nearby areas like Munger and these things, it was actually the junction between the Delhi and the Delhi and the Kolkata. So whenever other kings, whenever other dynasty peoples used to move from Delhi to Calcutta, then they used to stop here. This was a kind of junction for them to stop here. So it becomes a very good thing about the Bhagalpur district, that it holds the importance. So this is the map of the Bhagalpur district, which have different kind of several cities which comes under the Bhagalpur. Like Sabor is there, like Akbarnagar is there, Sultanganj is there, Karngad is there, which is a very historical place actually, where King Karn used to live, and many other villages outskirts are also there where people do farming, and it is one of the biggest occupation of this entire zone. Now coming to the geography. So talking about the geography, then we have the data here that it lies between 25 degrees 7 minutes to 25 degree 30 minutes north latitude, in between the 86 degree 37 minutes to 87 degree 30 minutes east longitude. So the district itself is surrounded by Khagadia district. Khagadia district and Medapura district and Purnia district and Katihar district by north. So it is actually surrounded by all the major districts, you can say, in that particular region. So it becomes a kind of hub and a junction for all the districts. So it's a kind of center for all those things. And also it is just you can see that in the that from the very center line of the Bihar, the Ganges flows, and near that only our Bhagalpur district is located. And now coming to the weather and climate, then we know that the like talking about the climate of the Bhagalpur is warm and temperate actually. The summers here have a good deal of rainfall, because in the months of June and July, it actually people experience a lot of heavy rainfalls there, and also flood is also observed there, because many villages and many of the regions of the Bihar, because of the Ganges is there, the level of water increases so much that people have to face the consequences of flood and everything. So it has a good amount of rainfall there, and also in the during the winter time, it's very much cold actually. The temperature touches, you can say nearly 0 degrees Celsius. Nearly 0 degrees Celsius, 1 degree Celsius, the temperature falls to that extent actually. So this was about the weather and climate. You can see the variations of the temperature and the rainfall here. So this is the thing that Bhagalpur is 25.52 degrees, the average annual temperature. Like in cold, it drops to 1 or 2 degrees Celsius, and in the summertime, it goes to till 37, 38, 40, 41 degrees Celsius, like that. So that's all about the climate. And talking about the history, then the history, actually the ancient name of Bhagalpur is actually Angdesh. It's also called the Angdesh, because the sons of King Bali used to reside in these places. So that is why it's called the Angdesh actually. And then later it was included in the Magad kingdom, Magad empire. We have learned that it's a very huge empire. The kings ruled these regions very profoundly actually. So as an important destination in the medieval history, as I told, that Bhagalpur being an important junction between Delhi and Bengal, continued to be the popular destination throughout the medieval history actually. Whoever king used to come, whoever king used to go from Delhi to Calcutta, they used to have a stop here. So this was about the history of the Bhagatpur. And now talking about the tradition and culture and the dressing of the people who stay here. The tradition, you can say that people, here people talk in Thethi language, you can say, as Maithili Bhasha we say. Maithili Bhasha is a very popular Bhasha of the Bihar. So here, actually, Maithili Bhasha is a well-known and widespread means spoken language here. And the tradition is that people follow culture, like they will wear saris. Women, when they go, they will wear saris, and the gentlemen who are there, they are wearing the kurtas and the pajamas. So these are actually traditional dresses. And talking about the main culture tradition, then Chhat Puja is one of the most profound thing for what Bihar is known for, because Chhat Puja, when in the month of October, when Chhat Puja is celebrated, it is celebrated so huge, in a very huge scale, and so in a very royal manner, that really all the people whoever live all over India of Bihar, they all come at that time to Bihar to celebrate this festival actually. So it's a very significant festival. To the in the morning time, they pray to the goddesses to bless them with their mercy. So this is the very profound tradition of the Indian of the Bihar culture. And also in the times of Durga Puja, they also celebrate Durga Puja and Kali Puja very profoundly to address goddesses, goddess Parvati and goddess Kali. So this is about the culture and the dressing, that people wear saris, like women, as I told you, women wear saris, and men wear pajamas and kurtas, and they dress up themselves in a very royal manner whenever some kind of auspicious events, like any festival is there, or something of that kind. So this was about the dressing and the tradition. Now talking about the occupation. So coming to the occupation, this is what actually Bihar villages and Bihar regions is on famous about. So talking about the occupation of this particular region of Bhagalpur, before it was not that much uh, profound here about all the modern things, like in Delhi, like in Pune, like in Bangalore. People are very much they have crossed the limits of all the technologies. They have brought big buildings, they have brought big technologies, big industries. But in Bihar, the only industry what they had was the silk industries. People were having silk industries during 1980s and 1990s, such a large scale that Bhagalpur was known as a silk city of India actually at that time. But now, due to the lack of electricity, and due to lack of machinery, due to lack of technology, these all industries are shut down now. So it is not known for those things now. No more. It is known for those all things. So talking about the occupation. Nowadays in this modern time, people have taken a step towards the business, like they do different kind of businesses, like textiles are there, like all kind of metal industries and metallurgy is there. So in these fields, people have actually stepped up in kinds of business. And also talking about the main occupation, the main occupation of this region is farming actually. People do farming in a very large scale. They grow vegetables, they grow rice, they grow wheat, and due to this only many of the villages runs actually. Because of this, the economy of many villages nearby this city actually this runs. People are dependent on farming a lot, and to be frank, they don't want to follow the this modern culture actually. Whatever is favorable for them to do kheti, their farming, they will take those technology for their farming itself. They will not take anything like modern costumes or something like that. So they are a kind of desi people only. So this is the occupation of the Bhagalpur district. And talking about the art, so Manjusha art is a very very profound and very popular thing actually. Nowadays also people see this kind of art, so they said, it's a very ancient art, and it is very, it shows different kind of symbols. Shows different kind of indications that how people used to live. These all things actually include the Manjusha art, which is a very famous art of the Andhra Pradesh, which is also known now as Bhagalpur. So in the time like between 1931 and 1948, this art was very profound. But later on, because of world wars and due to the separation of Pakistan and India and independence time of thing. So due to those things, it was a bit of it was not that much practiced, and it was not that much in craze that time. But later on, when government was properly established and these things happened, and then at that time actually these arts and these things were again, it was put in the stream, and people used to conduct different kind of activities, different kind of functions to actually keep this art alive actually. In the similar manner, this organized the Manjusha Craft exhibition in Navatia, which is near the Bhagalpur itself, in June 2012. Like that. So this art was is kept alive till now because it is a very, very old art which is followed in this region of Bhagalpur. So this was the small documentary of about the Bhagalpur region, a very short documentary to just give you an idea about what kind of value, what kind of culture, what kind of people, what kind of art actually Bhagalpur holds. So thank you very much to listen patiently to this documentary, and I hope you like it. Thank you very much.